I think America is going to find out very soon that they're not going to be able to get the costs under control enough to save America from going bankrupt.
Right.
So I said to my followers, and I built a career on predicting trends, that there's a 51% chance of an economic crash stemming out of America in 2025. So that's above 50% and probably 80% within 3 years. What's your view on that, and how can people prepare that economic crash is going to happen?
Well, I mean, we're already kind of feeling it. Like people are really struggling now. You know, even people who they're house poor, they can't afford to buy a house. Yeah, I definitely see that coming. We're spending like crazy. Like if just stopping funding foreign wars alone would really help. But that's never going to happen. We're going to continue giving billions of dollars to Israel and Ukraine and now Africa. And we're not going to get out of this. So the crash is going to come. And I would just say, try to start detaching from the government and from, try to be as self-sufficient as possible as you can. Now, I know it's hard, especially if you live like in, a subdivision or an apartment or something like that. But if you can, try to buy land, try to get as self-sufficient as possible and just like brace for when it's happening, because it's going to happen. Even Trump, if he had his best intentions and was trying his best, you're not going to stop the inevitable. It's too late. We're already in the crash.
Yeah, it's a good point. And yeah, I think it's something that's looking very likely. It's just a matter of when. They're very good at kicking the can down the road, but obviously the whole printing of money. I was reading recently from one of my friend that's very smart, hedge fund manager, and he said very few people realize that the Chinese just started selling US bonds in Saudi Arabia, and they're oversubscribed massively. He said it doesn't seem like much now, but it means that America's ability to print its way out of its problems will, and if there's competition where people can go and get those US dollars from China, because China's sitting on so many US dollars. It's very clever by China. They're very intelligent. Right. And as either a warning shot to Trump, don't put tariffs on and start a tariff war, otherwise we can destroy you, or we're going to do this regardless. And I think Trump did come out and attack the BRICS, saying you dare create an alternative currency, we're going to do this. But I think the days of America really bossing the rest of the world around are kind of over. I think it's whether they've accepted that's over. And I think, no matter whether Israel's accepted that their days could soon be over too, if they keep on doing what they're doing with Russia and Iran and China. I don't think they're going to allow Israel to continue to get away with what they're doing. I mean, I think, even though Putin and Russia always had good relations with Israel, I think they're pretty appalled by what's going on. So maybe that's a good thing. But I think Indonesia just joined the BRICS. I think Australia should join the BRICS. And I think if America had good leadership, with Trump could provide, if you could get rid of the cabal influence, they could be a good partner with the BRICS. And I think the world could move to a multipolar world, and we could have strong national countries, and we could achieve